What's up, guys? It's Powerbang here. It's war day again. We are in the middle of a super intense war, as you can probably tell. I've been getting some feedback lately from you guys saying that you would like to see non-3-star attacks. You would like to see some failures to kind of see that, why things went wrong, analyze and kind of break down what mistakes were made and how some minor tweaks to these attacks would have resulted in 3 stars. So the first thing I'm going to do is let's hop into number 6 here. I'm going to be the first guinea pig. This was the first attack on this base, so I did not have the privilege of seeing the trap locations. So what I first want to do is kind of do a little scout on this base with you guys as my witness. So when you look at this base, it becomes quickly apparent that there are no double giant bomb locations. The only one that's a possibility is right here, and because it's not between 2 defenses, it really doesn't make sense to have one there. So if you look around the base, there are a lot of single giant bomb potential locations, as well as Teslas could be in these spots. It's a very hoggable base, so that's what I chose to go with, was a hog attack. First step to any raid, right, is to lure and get the clan castle out, and then you're going to want to kill the archer queen. So my plan was to try to eliminate one of the bombs as far as the pathing is concerned, either trip the bomb or to eliminate the pathing to it during my lure. So what I wanted to do was this archer tower right here. I was thinking there was a giant bomb directly behind it, and I was hoping to send in a few hogs for my lure to this tower and then hopefully trip this bomb, and if not, at least eliminate the archer tower, so there would be no need to go for the hogs to go to this compartment once they're sent in. So that's what I was planning for my lure. And as far as where I took the troops, I was looking at this upper corner over here, and the reason for that is the queen is right up here. And my plan was to drop my typical kill squad for any clan castle, which consists of a couple of barbarians, followed up by witches, wizards, and then the archer queen. Wanted to drop all that kind of right here, take out the troops that are coming up, create my funnel, and then send my the remainder of my kill squad, my barbarian king, into this area, and then drop a golem from my clan castle. And I wanted that golem to come in and target either this cannon or this archer tower. Now obviously the archer tower is behind a wall, so my plan was to drop a jump spell once I got the troops all the way up there and killed. I wanted to drop a jump spell. That was terrible drawing. I wanted to drop a jump spell about right here, and that would allow my golem to jump over the wall, and also it would clear a path for my barbarian king to get to the queen. So that is how I was planning on taking out the queen and getting the lure done. Now, because I'm using a jump spell, that only gives me 3 heals. So what I was trying to do was to preserve as many of my cleanup troops as possible. So while I was trying to determine, where am I going to send these hogs in, I wanted to do it directly next to my kill squad. And because I was creating my funnel on this building and these buildings here, so all of this was gone, I wanted to send my hogs in directly next to it and start working through the base. So I sent a 2-finger drop in here and here. This tower is going to be gone because of the lure, and then they should pass straight into the core. And what I wanted to do was have a heal waiting for them in this location. And the reason, I'm a little off with that, let's put that down about right here. I wanted to make sure that the potential giant bomb spot behind the wizard tower was taken care of, and that's where kind of the heaviest damage is going to be coming in, with the multiple wiz towers there, both X-bows, point defenses, that are going to be coming into play on the backside here. That's kind of where my first heal was going. Now the next plan was to kind of cover this spot with a heal, and then on the back side I wanted to get this spot here with a heal. So those were kind of my general heal locations, and then as my hogs path around the base, they come in here and then kind of bounce around like this, and then finish up over on the backside here and then go into cleanup mode. So that's the plan. Let's watch and see what happens and see how I executed this. So the first things first, I was sending the hogs from the bottom. 3 hogs go in, and they're targeting the archer tower. Now the goal here is to destroy the tower at a minimum, get the CC lure, and then if I'm lucky, trip the bomb behind it. I did not hit the right side of that tower though, so they did not trip the bomb, but they did get the CC lure and destroy the building. So that's a win. I anchor an archer over here on the right hand side. I've got the CC coming up. I've got a couple barbs go down as a distraction. The witches behind them. The wizards come behind the witches. And then my archer queen, and they begin to clean up the CC troops. You'll notice my wizards go down to create the funnel. And then the CC troops from the enemy is now dead, and my troops begin to move in towards the queen. I drop my golem to target the cannon, get my jump spell down, put my king down, but I notice, oh no, I didn't create enough of a funnel. Hopefully the queen gets him lured back, and she does. He is going to go ahead and take out a couple skeletons here, jump over the wall, and then finish off the queen. He goes ahead and uses his rage ability. The queen is dead. The archer queen, you'll notice, will set off 1 giant bomb here. My hogs are going in. Everything's going to plan thus far. They're not going to path into the compartment where I did my lure. Get my first heal down. Every single hog is standing in heals, and I'm not losing anything. So everything's going great so far. They start to path to this other side, and I drop that heal. I'm going to pause it for just a second. I dropped that heal, and that Tesla to me popped up. It seemed like late, and I thought that was going to be a giant bomb location on the left side of that base here. I'll go ahead and mark it. So right here, that Tesla popped up kind of late, and I thought for sure that that was going to be a giant bomb. So I dropped the heal so that it would cover that area, so my hogs would get healed up real quick. Had I known that was a Tesla, that would have moved right up here. So go ahead and continue here. Hogs keep going. They're standing in heals the whole time. Everything's going smooth. Archer queen's going to work on the town hall. I'd start dropping some wizards down here to do some cleanup, and that's going to come back to haunt me. My choice of location. So you'll notice the last heal. All my hogs are continuing to stand in it. They trip the giant bomb, jump over the wall, and my heal goes away right here. It's out of time. My entire pack of hogs takes that giant bomb and kind of eats it. Now all the defenses are down. The only thing left is the barbarian king that can hurt me, and I've got 1 more giant bomb remaining somewhere in this base, and I bet you guys can guess where it's at. It's in the bottom compartment right down here next to the dark elixir storage. So the hogs are working their way through the base. A couple of them are coming back to the town hall right now to finish what the queen started and pick up the 2-star. 1 swing and it's down. All the hogs path into the clan castle. The Barb King starts taking swings at the hogs, and because they're at such low life, they're taking him out with 1 shot. So he takes out about 6 hogs here before they're able to get him down. The hogs path down to the dark elixir storage, and boom, giant bomb. They are completely wiped out. So go ahead and fast forward here for the remainder of the raid. The cleanup witches, or the cleanup wizards that I did have going, they're not able to finish this off in time. End up with a 90% 2-star. Now this raid went, you know, fairly well. I thought my heals were fairly well placed, and the lure went well. The funneling could have been a little bit better on the top side, but it did not cost me because my king did not circle. He did take the jump spell, go in, and get the queen kill. Had he not, the archer queen of mine would have killed the enemy archer queen. But let's start this raid again and watch where we could have improved to get the 3 stars here. So first thing, we send in 3 hogs to get the lure here on this archer tower. Now it's debatable here. I could have taken a different path. Now you'll notice where those hogs are standing. I'm trying to pause here. Okay, you'll notice that they're standing on the right side of that archer tower. What that means is that when they're done, they're going to path to the nearest building, which is this cannon. Now had I come from this side of the army camp on my drop, it's debatable on whether or not I could have hit the left side of that archer tower, and in that case possibly could have pathed to this air defense, and possibly could have pathed to the wizard tower. Either way, maybe get the bomb set off here. This one wasn't really a big deal though, in my opinion, but it's something that, you know, potentially could have been cleaned up. There is the risk that of dropping them on this side of the army camp, they could have passed straight to this air defense to begin with, which would have got the lure, but it would have left the archer tower up for the hogs to path to, and that would have been a bad thing. So continuing on, I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I drop my troops up in the top right. So as they get up there, get my distraction barbarians down, my wizards and my witches. Archer queen is down. My funnel wizards, I dropped 2 on the bottom here because it was a storage with high HP, and I did not want my archer queen to lock onto this once she was done killing the clan castle troops. Now on top, you'll notice just the 1 wizard, and he is taking care of that elixir pump, but he does not get the full kill. So as they're going in, I drop my jump spell. The barbarian king and the other wizard, okay, so they get that done. He goes in and gets the kill. Well, right here, I've got 30 hogs left in my bucket. Similar to the CC lure, how I sent 3 hogs straight in from the corner to kill the archer tower here and then clear the pathing around this bomb location. I should have sent 1 hog from right about here to target this archer tower. Now, that would have done one of 2 things. It's either going to clear this bomb location, or it's going to tell me that a bomb is not there and it's in fact a Tesla. So that would have come into play later on in the raid. We know from watching this before that it was a Tesla pops there, and that information for me would have been invaluable, because as we speed this up, here comes the hogs right now. They jump into the base. First heal goes down right here. All of the hogs are standing in the first heal. The first heal, in my opinion, was perfect. Barb King swinging at a few of them, not really doing a whole lot of damage. So right here, you'll notice that the heal is already down before the Tesla pops up. My hogs are awfully close, but you know how the hidden Tesla has a 6-tile trigger radius, but a 7-tile shooting range. Yeah, that kind of got me there. So I dropped the heal. In this particular scenario, I dropped the heal right here. Now, my hogs would have been, you know, covered had that been a giant bomb, and that would have been 1 giant bomb would have already been triggered and destroyed right here. Another that we were pretty certain was there was right here. That would have been a 3rd that was destroyed, and then that would have meant that only one of these 2 locations would have had a giant bomb in it. So unfortunately, there was a Tesla that pops up here, and because that Tesla pops up, watch my hogs as they, you know, path around the base here. So I know at this point my heal's worn off. I've got an Expo still alive. I've got 3 strong point defenses that are in range of my hogs, and I've got a couple mortars that are weakening the whole pack and allowing the Expo and the point defenses to kill them off quicker, along with the Barb King. So I've got a lot of incoming damage still coming into my pack of hogs, and I know that I've got to heal in order to, you know, keep them alive. So I wanted to make sure that I actually got my hogs to the last bomb locations alive. So drop my final heal, and because of the location of my previous heal, my hogs, because I dropped my heal here, you'll notice if I would have known that this particular location was a Tesla, I would have shifted that heal all the way up here, and then my last heal would have been here. So it doesn't seem like a huge difference, but notice where that final giant bomb location is, right here. And there's one here. That final heal, we'll start it up again. That final heal does not cover the end part of the, right here. So it does not cover my hogs. And you'll notice that I have probably 15 hogs left or so, maybe more. They are you know, maybe a quarter life left, and that's fine. We've got all the defenses down at this point, but now they're locked onto a storage, and they're going to start going through the base and clean up. Now, had I gotten the heals down in a better location by knowing where that Tesla was, and all that would have taken is one hog being sent in, I would have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 to 16 hogs right now at full health running around this base. So that may not seem like a big deal, but watch right here. Every single time that the king swings at a hog, right in here behind the clan castle, every time he swings at a hog, he kills him. Now, normally to kill a max hog as a level 10 king, he's probably looking at 3 to 4 hits per hog in order to get a kill. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hogs the king took out right there. 8 hogs. And then the ones that I have remaining, it looks like there's about 6 hogs there. Those would all be at full life because the king never touched them. And instead, they're not at full life. They're at a quarter life. And as we know, a single giant bomb will not kill your hogs, but it will kill your hogs when they have a quarter life. Poof, they're gone. So had I just been able to send in one hog to the lower left portion of this base at the very beginning, right here, one hog would have told me the Tesla was there. I moved my heals up a little bit. It would have encompassed that last giant bomb location. My hogs would have survived the king. He got off 8 swings, killed 8 hogs. Instead, he would have killed 2 to 3 hogs, given the number of swings that it takes to kill a max level hog at full life. So I would have had a lot more firepower to finish this base, and the giant bomb at the end would not have killed my hogs. So that is how I could have improved this raid. Unfortunately, that did not happen. If I had a second shot at this base, knowing where the traps are, this would be a guaranteed 3-star. So let's look at one more. Let's go down to... where is it? There we go. Let's look at number 18 here. All right, so quick base scout. It looks like he's going to come at this with hogs. The clan castle is over on this side of the base. He's probably just going to send in a few hogs right here, get his lure, and then you'll notice that the queen is on the bottom left portion of the base. So he's going to bring down his CC troops. He's going to bring them down to this location, drop his kill squad, and then send in his troops from here. So that's kind of the way he's going to approach the base. He'll go ahead and drop the hogs in a kind of a 2-finger drop, kind of an Asian wall down here, and then start his raid. But let's watch it, and we're going to go through this one kind of quickly to try to save time. But it's a very obvious thing that happens that he could have cleaned up that would have won in the raid. So he gets out the troops. There's a CC witch that is in there, and she is slow. So as they make their way across the base to this archer that's anchored on this bottom builder hut, everything makes it over there pretty quickly, especially the skeletons from the witch. He drops an archer here on the left, and then he drops another one on the right to try to work them back and forth to get that witch outside the walls. Once she's outside the walls, I'm going to pause it here. We're at 2 minutes and 29 seconds once she jumped over the walls. So now he's going to drop a couple distraction barbs, a couple witches. He's going to back that up with his wizards and get busy killing them. So what first happened is he didn't allow himself enough room to have those distraction barbs work and get the witches spawned and have them travel far enough away from the actual witches and wizards themselves. So they're stuck back in the corner. He let the troops come out too far, and they've already killed a couple of his witches and wizards. So he's going to continue to try to kill these here. It's going relatively slowly. He drops his golem now instead of he's got one more archer, but he drops a golem, and the enemy clan castle still has 2 wizards and a witch and all of her skeletons that are alive. Now those are going to do an about face and chase after his golem now, and then he drops his barbarian king behind him to try to finish him off, and then he's going to drop his archer queen, and she kills the witch. Now you'll notice that it's 2 minutes and 2 seconds, and that witch came over the wall at 2 minutes and 29 seconds. So it took 27 seconds, and he still has not completely killed the CC. He's lost all of his cleanup troops, and he's now moving into the base with his Barbarian King and Archer Queen. So the hogs are going to come in now, and they're going to come from behind him. The king goes in, and he's locked onto this queen. She goes down, so he's free to send in his hogs. Now, he hits a giant bomb outside the wall there, kind of unlucky. Random spot to have it, really, but, you know, it is what it is. You catch a bad break sometime. It didn't hurt him too bad. He did lose about 3 or 4 hogs there. Some more to spring traps. Heals go down. They're great location. Nothing wrong with those heals. The hogs are making their way through the base, cleaning up the defenses, losing a few to spring traps. He's got a couple skeletons following him around, and then the Barb King on the left side of the base. But the bulk of his hogs are on the right side of the base. He does lose probably 3 or 4 hogs there due to that giant bomb and being a little bit slow on the heal. But it's his last heal. He only had 3 to make it through the base. He still has plenty of hogs here to get the job done. He cleans up the last archer tower here. That's the last defense, and immediately turns around and is killing skeletons and also the Barb King. So I'm going to speed this up. We're in cleanup mode here. The Archer Queen has circled the base, and she's killing storages and pumps and mines on the outside. We've got about 5 hogs circling around the left side of the base, and we've got about 3 in the middle. That's going to take out the town hall. And the problem is he just doesn't have enough time. If you look at the clock, you got 9 seconds now, and then I want you guys to pay attention to what he has left. I'm going to pause it at 1 second. Alright, notice what he has left. He's got a builder hut at the top. The Archer Queen is pretty much in range, and she's going to take that out in 2 shots. He's got a Dark Barracks here that needs 1 more hit from a hog. He's got a gold mine that needs 2 more hits, and he's got 2 hogs working on this elixir storage that needs probably 3 more hits. So 3 seconds between these, and then another 2 seconds to get to this builder hut and kill it. And then he's got a hog working here over on this elixir storage over here with help from these 2 that would come over after these other buildings die. He's probably looking at 10 seconds total that he would need to completely wipe out this base. So he missed this. He missed his 3-star by about 10 seconds, maybe, you know, a little less. 8 to 10 seconds though. So the raid ends. He runs out of time. 92% 2-star. So if we look at this again, I want to point out one thing that happened that it's part. I have a video on this. It's the it's going to be the standard, you know, 1, 2, 3 opener. It's the same procedure that you do at the beginning of every raid. When you lure the clan castle, hogs go in here. Nothing wrong with this part. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. He's bringing them across the base, We'll get to right here. I don't mind this bringing them back and forth, getting the witch outside the wall, but right here, barbs go down. And he should put them, let me get my pen here. Barbarians go down right here and here, and then witches here and here. Now, that's going to give them a little bit of space. They're going to start taking after him with skillies, and then, you know, get your wizards down. Make sure they've got some skeletons for shielding. And the number one thing that he forgot here, though, is, hello, this guy right here, this Archer Queen. Your Archer Queen should back up your CC kill. Unless you have a very specific objective for your Archer Queen, that, you know, you're trying to take out an air defense or something on the base, which was not relevant in this raid. Your Archer Queen needs to be backing up your CC kill squad. She is the one that's doing the bulk of the work and killing the opposing troops the fastest. She has the longest range. She's able to stand behind everything else and not risk any damage, and she's able to kill them all. But you'll notice that the Stevo does not drop the Archer Queen for his CC kill. Instead, he drops Barbarians, he drops his Witches, and then you notice the Barbarians are already dead. The Witches have not spawned their skeletons yet, and the opposing skeletons are going to run up and basically pin them in the corner, and the Wizards are right behind them, and they're going to fire, kill the Witches. Then their next shots, they are killing Wizards, and that is bad. So all that had to be done there was dropping the Archer Queen, and that could have basically saved him probably 15 seconds there, rather than working all those troops back and forth. You know, it's going to take a minute to kill a witch, but you know, he would have saved himself plenty of time there to complete the 3-star on this raid. So, you know, unfortunately, those are tough lessons to learn. This was the first attack on this base, but I'm not so sure that he did anything with regards to trap locations that really hurt him. It was just the CC lure and getting that queen down to help kill it in a timely fashion, because anytime you're dealing with a witch in a hog raid, you need to take care of her as soon as possible, because time is going to be an issue. If you don't do your raid flawlessly, or if you're running with a jump spell so you have limited heals, there's a great chance that your hog riders are going to come out at the end of the raid during the cleanup process weakened and diminished in numbers, so they're going to have a tough time cleaning up the base in time. So get the witch outside the walls ASAP, get her killed, and the way to do that is to drop that Archer Queen behind. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and you were able to learn a few things as far as the minor tweaks and the minor details that go into these raids. Steve-O, I'm not trying to bag on you at all with this video. It is a great attack. You did a wonderful job here. It was just very minor stuff that prevented you from getting the 3-star, and the same goes for myself. You know, one hog being dropped prevented myself from getting the 3-star. Hopefully you guys, when you do your war raids, watch your replays right after the fact and analyze it. You know, don't get all, you know, pissed off and then, you know, shut the game and you know, do something else. I mean, you could do that to cool off, but make sure that you go back, watch your replays, figure out what you did right and what you did wrong. Figure out where your pitfalls were and where the mistakes were, and things that you could have done differently that either would have saved you time if you ran out of time, or saved you troops if you ran out of troops. Those couple things, if you can analyze your attacks and figure out why things happened, those are things that you can learn from and improve on the next time out. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Until next time, check us out. We're gonna have an awesome war recap coming real soon. We have a lot of awesome attacks, so I'm really excited for that, and that will be up probably here today or tomorrow. So thanks again for tuning in. This is Powerbang, and I am checking out.